Imagine, one morning you wake up, there's a knock on the door. As soon as you open the door, a few men in black suits introduce themselves. FBI.
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 How did a small government office become one of the world's most powerful investigative agencies? Why is even the US president sometimes wary of the FBI? And what secret operations has this agency carried out that are still the center of controversy today? In today's video, we will go back more than 100 years, where the story of an organization began, whose influence is still felt by the whole world. This is the history of the FBI. In the early 1900s, there was no central investigative agency in America. Each state had its own police, but the problem began when criminals started fleeing from one state to another. The police of one state could not go to investigate another state. As a result, big criminals could easily escape the law. To solve this problem, in 1908, the U.S. Attorney General Charles Bonaparte formed a small investigation team. This team was called the Bureau of Investigation. No one could have imagined then this small team would one day become the most well-known investigation agency in the world. Corruption, bank robberies, and organized crime have taken a terrible shape across America. At that time, a man who was only 29 years old took over as director, J. Edgar Hoover. This name changed the history of the FBI. Before Hoover, no special skills were required to become an agent, but he changed everything. He introduced rigorous training, created a fingerprint database, established a scientific forensic lab, and gradually transformed the FBI into a modern intelligence agency. But there were many controversies behind this success. The 1930s. At this time, a terrible era of crime began in America. Bank robberies were an everyday occurrence. Some criminals almost became movie heroes to the public. Among them were John Dillinger, Babyface Nelson, Pretty Boy Floyd. These criminals did not only rob banks, they also openly challenged the police. Right then, the FBI began a special operation against them. Newspapers began publishing news of the FBI's successful operations every day. Gradually, the name of the organization spread throughout America, and for the first time, the FBI became a national symbol. Then World War II began. This time, the FBI's job was not just to catch criminals, but to find foreign spies. Numerous spies from Nazi Germany and later the Soviet Union were active in America. The FBI monitored them for a long time, destroyed many secret networks. From that time on, the FBI became not just a law enforcement agency, but one of the most important parts of national security. But the story does not end here. There are some chapters in the history of the FBI that are still criticized today. In particular, a secret program called COINTELPRO. Through this operation, many political organizations, civil rights movements, and various activists were secretly monitored. Many phones were tapped. Letters were monitored. It is alleged that secret tactics were even used to weaken their organizations. According to supporters, this was for national security. According to critics, This was a major violation of civil liberties. This debate has not ended to this day. September 11th, 2001. The deadliest terrorist attack in U.S. history. Then the FBI's mission changed again. Where before the main goal was criminal investigation, now the biggest priority became preventing terrorism. The FBI increased intelligence collection, created a cybercrime unit, started working with intelligence agencies from different countries around the world. Today, the FBI does not just investigate bank robberies or murders. Rather, it deals with cyber attacks, hacking, international terrorism, human trafficking, money laundering, and numerous threats to national security. Today's FBI employs thousands of special agents, analysts, and scientists. They have cutting-edge technology at their disposal. Artificial intelligence, digital forensics, and all kinds of investigative methods that were unimaginable even a few decades ago. But one question still remains. When an agency gets so much power to stop criminals, who will keep that agency under surveillance? This is the biggest debate about the FBI, because history has taught us one thing: the greater the power, the greater the need for accountability. And maybe this is why the mystery, controversy, and curiosity surrounding the FBI never ends. Do you think, is the FBI the most efficient investigative agency in the world? Or has it often sparked controversy because of its excessive power? Be sure to write your opinion in the comments.